Hey everyone, this is Sam from Barn2, and today's video is a little bit different. In my job, I get to test out a lot of different plugins on my demo site, and today I wanted to check out Paid Memberships Pro. So I reached out to them and they actually sent me a pro version of the plugin for testing and to make this video. This is not a sponsored video, but it's just my honest opinions and thoughts about the plugin and how it was to install, set it up on my site, and also how you can use the plugin in different ways. If you're not familiar, Paid Memberships Pro is one of those plugins which handles everything related to membership sites. So you can take subscription payments, you can set up courses, you can have member-only exclusive content, and basically by using WordPress plus Paid Memberships Pro, you can set up a complete membership site in about 30 minutes or so, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video. So first, when I installed the plugin and activated my license, I went through the setup wizard. This is all in the past, so I'm just telling you about this. It was a very smooth process and nothing much to report there other than it was very easy to follow. So I thought that maybe Barn2 as a company could even have a membership side to our website. It might not be exactly what I'm setting up in this video, but just to give you an idea, I had the concept to have a free membership tier for all of our Barn2 customers, and then a pro tier where they could access other exclusive benefits, as well as special training and things like that. This is all rather hypothetical, and it's just something I was interested in looking into. So let's see how that setup looks. So you can see on my dashboard here, I've already configured all of the main initial setup steps. So let's go through those together. So first of all, there's the membership levels. And in my main group of membership levels, I've set up two different levels, a free tier and a pro tier. So let's just have a look at those. When I click on edit and then scroll down, you can see I've set up the name, obviously the group as well, and then written a description and a little confirmation message for those who join the community. And then there's other details which aren't relevant in the free tier because billing details, it's $0, it's free, and expiration is also not relevant because we don't want this to expire. Then in the content settings here, I can select which content is going to be protected from other people who visit this website. So for example, my main blog is still going to be visible to everyone. I don't want to protect that, but there are other types of content on my website which I want to remain protected, and non-members can't access this stuff. So if you're a member in this free tier, you can see it, unless it's also protected in the higher paid tier, in which case you would need to be on the paid tier to see it. I am assuming that's how it works, so please don't quote me on that. You'll have to check in with the documentation of Paid Memberships Pro just to be absolutely certain. That's my little disclaimer there. Then there's one other setting here to disable new signups, but we definitely don't need that unless we're going to expire this tier. So we'll save that and check out the pro tier as well. And you can see these don't take long to set up. You just need a name, a couple of descriptions here. And then here we set up the billing details. So I've set up this one as a $79 once per year subscription. And there is no limit to the number of billing cycles, but if I wanted it to end after 3 cycles, then I could set that here. And then we could also click to add a custom trial period, which I think a lot of people would want to do, and you can decide how you want to set that up. I thought it was just a little bit too complicated for me at the moment. So now we have the same content settings set up, and I think, like I said, if I check one of these boxes, then people in the lower tier won't be able to access it, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So maybe we can test that out later on. And we'll click on Save Level. Then quite logically, if you want to add a new tier or add a new group of different levels, then you can do so using these buttons here. That's all fairly straightforward. Now let's jump through the different settings that are available. So there are actually discount codes. So I haven't actually set up any of these yet. Let's have a look now. So I could create a discount code for any of my membership tiers, obviously for the paid one in this case. And I can set the start and end dates for this discount code. I can edit this if I want to, or just leave it as a generic random code. I can limit the total uses. I can limit per user. So if this should be set to a single use per user. And then I can set the pro tier as the level that this discount code will apply to. I can check this box for the pro tier, and then I can modify the price for example, the initial payment, I could make it like $19 using this code. And then the recurring subscription will still be $79. And then I can click on Save Code. So anyone with this code can save $60 on their first year's access to the Pro tier. Then we have our page settings, and I think I need to go through and update this. So we need to add an account page, billing information page, and I'll save those changes so all of those pages will be added correctly. Now I want to see if I actually need to add these shortcodes myself to the account page or if the plugin has added them for me. So I'll just copy that shortcode. Let's go to the pages, account. So if I click on edit, and with a page builder like Elementor, we'll need to add a shortcode block. There we go. And we can publish that page. So I would have to do that for each of the individual pages in order to add them all to my site. I'm not going to do that right now while I'm recording this video, but you can imagine it's just a little bit of a task. You have to check off the list before your site will be ready. Another thing you have to set up right from the beginning is your payment structure. Paid Memberships Pro does handle payments, kind of like WooCommerce does. In fact, if you are running the Paid Memberships Pro plugin, you don't actually need to have WooCommerce installed in order to accept payments for these different membership tiers. I've set up my payment gateway with Stripe. Obviously, it's just in a sandbox or testing mode right now, but if you had a real Stripe account, you could set that up there. You can also set up other options like paying by check or PayPal, and then you can set up the currency as well. I've got it set to US dollars at the moment. You'll definitely want to go through these other settings as well, like the email settings and email templates, as well as the various design options for the whole site, because that'll help to round out the edges of your site before you launch. Now let's say for a second that I wanted to add courses into my paid memberships. Well, if I wanted to create and add courses, there is an option to do that within the plugin. Well, it's actually one of the add-ons. So if you click on add-ons, you can even click on free add-ons if you have the free version, then these will all be available to you. This is the Courses for Membership add-on, which integrates LMS plugins with Paid Memberships Pro. So there are several LMS plugins that are available. Specifically, they work with LearnDash, Lifter LMS, Sensei, and Tutor LMS, but they don't work with Masterio, which is a plugin I reviewed previously on this channel. So that is one small little downside for me because I already have that plugin installed. So I'm going to have to install a new course plugin in order to integrate. Then they also have a direct integration with Lifter LMS if that's the plugin that you're already working with. So I could actually click on activate here and that would activate Lifter LMS, at least the add-on. I'll check to make sure that the plugin is active as well. Okay, great. So that's activated the Lifter LMS plugin on my site, which I had already installed for this video. And then if you go into the Lifter LMS dashboard, you can create a new course using their features. And obviously you need to add all of the course content in here. Now, I think I did set up a course earlier in Lifter LMS. So this is a course that comes already pre-installed with Lifter LMS. And then this is one that I set up as well. I don't want to get too much into this, but let's just click on the edit button and show you what that looks like. So there's several modules as well. This is all about product page mastery in WooCommerce. This is in the course syllabus, and you can even click on Launch Course Builder to build out the actual course itself. So here I have WooCommerce product page mastery, and then I have the different sections of the course, and you can add new sections and add new lessons as well. Click on these arrows to move them up or down, or you can click and drag like this, and you can edit each individual section using this edit button. All right, cool. So assuming I have my course built out with Lifter LMS, how do I integrate it with my paid memberships? Well, let's take a look right now. So if I go back to my list of courses and click on edit once again, then way down at the bottom here on the right-hand side, I can require the membership of Barn2 Pro tier. So this course will only be available to those who are paying the subscription. Then of course I should make sure it's added to my site in a place where people can find it and maybe even promote it as one of the benefits of being a paid member. And then I can add more courses and add more of them to the different membership tiers that I have, including maybe some free ones as well. So one great thing about the plugin is that you can actually view your site from the perspective of a visitor, a student, a member, or something else by using this view option. At the moment, I'm viewing this page with no access, but I can change this to somebody with membership access, or I can change it to something with my current membership level that I have on this account. So at the moment, I am on my current membership level with this account. I have the free offering. So let's go into the course catalog and check out what courses are available. We can see the several courses that were set up before. Obviously, I'd want to edit these pages so they look a little bit better. And then you can see here that it says Barn2 Pro tier membership is required, and I have this Join Now button. That's all great, but one thing I'm a little bit skeptical about is the fact that you can see the syllabus of the course here, and when I click, I can also see the content, and I can even mark it as complete and leave a reply. So that's a bit weird. Why would the course be both restricted and also accessible at the same time? Obviously, I must have done something wrong with the setup, but it does seem weird that that's the level of access that's given. So I'm going to ignore that for now and just see what happens when I change my access. This is what a student would see. So they would see their progress on the course and number 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and so on. They can click on 1 and complete the course. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this whole access control thing is supposed to work, but it seems weird that you can access part of the course without actually having access to it. At least that's how I have it set up right now, which is not ideal. So could we find some value in using this plugin? Well, I can see some potential. I could definitely see setting up some kind of forums and courses and things as an interesting thing for our various Barn2 customers to get some value out of. But I would have to go through in a lot more detail and more than just a 30-minute setup to really get this thing working for us. I think that there are some little difficulties I've had along the way, which I could easily work out by spending some time in the documentation and watching more tutorials. But just as a user giving their first impression, I would say it's kind of frustrating to run across these little errors or things that I'm not sure how they work, but that's just the experience of using any new plugin and any big plugin where there's many different features and things. I know the team at Paid Memberships Pro have put a lot of work into this plugin, and I know that it's a really great product, so I'm definitely going to recommend it, but I would just say it requires more setup than say 30 minutes or an hour, because there's just little things that you need to work out for your own website and for your own setup. So let me know in the comments if you have any experience with this plugin and what was your take on it. If you enjoyed this sort of video, please give it a like so I know to make more of this kind of reviews of different plugins in the future. And you can also comment what other plugins I should review on this channel as well. If you want to check out my review of Mysterio LMS, you can do so here. If you want to check out barn2.com, that's here. And of course, thanks for watching.